महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि.
One thing is certain, you find the cause is there very much in the effect. What is the cause? I say all knowledge. Shirt is knowledge. Meaning of the word. In the beginning there was word. Word was with God. And word is God. Correct? Word was God. Something sensible. Something sensible. And these words, when they go through your theological mind, they come out. They come out differently. Understand? But then knowledge, it's all shirt is just knowledge. There's no substance shirt. Knowledge. Fabric, knowledge. Yarn, knowledge. Fibers, knowledge. Molecules, knowledge. Atoms, because they are not separate from atoms. Just knowledge. Atoms are knowledge. Particles are knowledge. Cognitions of these particles, all knowledge, one knowledge. This is all Ishvara. You take chemistry, you take physics, the laws, forces, anything you take, it's all knowledge. Now all that is here is what now? Your body, knowledge. What is body? You know, body. What is this body? Cells. And you take part by part anatomy book you take. So they have got the glossary. They will say from A to Z, they have put all the parts that they know. That they know. I say that they know because there are a lot of things they don't know still. So that will be added. So this you can A to Z. Every one of them. Word and its meaning. Word and its meaning. That meaning is what all knowledge is. Therefore, what does Ishvara require to create this world? You tell me. What does Ishvara require to create this world? You tell me. All knowledge. Obviously, it's too much. I told you in the beginning itself. But I will help you in one way. You go to sleep. Not now, okay? Why should I tell you? And therefore, so you go to sleep. In sleep, there is no time, there is no space, there is no encounter of the world. There is sleep. Wake up. You wake up from sleep. Half wake up. When you wake up half, you create a dream. You create a world. You are Ishvara in the world. Dream world. Correct? Because you created all of it. There are a lot of fellows there. Creative both. You think of sun. Sun comes in time and space. Along with time and space. Comes along. It comes. You reach at me. So it comes along with time and space. This sun. It's not that you create time and space and then afterwards put sun there. No, just think of sun. It's up. Time, space, sun, up. That is modern physics also. The nature of time, space, like sun. Then you think of mountains, think of rivers, think of boulders, think of trees, birds, others, stray cows, and people, Mahatmas. See all of them. All you. How do you create all of them? Just think. You think of sun, sun is there. Think of mountains, mountains are there. Think of river, river is there. Think of boulders, boulders are there. Think of trees, trees are there. Think of birds, birds are there. Think of cows, cows are there. Think of sadhus, mahatmas, they are there. Think of Gagabugai. Gagabugai will be there. What is Gagabugai? You can't think of. Why you can't think of? That I don't know what is Gagabugai. That means what is there in dream. Whatever you think of is your knowledge. Whatever is the depth of your knowledge. Enough knowledge to think of sun. It's not that you know all the secrets of this solar orb and how does it work, how does it produce energy, all the implosion and varieties of things, how it produces that energy. All this requires a lot of physics. Even though you are a software man means only it is a specialized area. That's all. It is an area near Sumitra. And therefore, so what is near Sumitra? Thoda. So, always you should be alert, okay? That's why I do all this. The people alert. And then pass. So that's something. Upward man has got that too. He can understand all this. Because he's using everyday buddhi. He's using logic all the time. It's a very good discipline. But then there is so much to know. Therefore, what I say, so whatever knowledge you have, and that is what you can produce. Gagabukai you cannot produce because you don't know what it is. Think of Gagabukai, please. No. And all that you require is only think of. So you produce a world out of knowledge, correct? And then you think, out of knowledge I have produced the world. Is there any material substance? Separately, Pandul Garu. Separately. Is there any substance? Is there any substance for the mountains, for the boulders, for the rivers? Is there any substance? No. Then what is that? Just knowledge, my knowledge. What? You are a Bada, just your knowledge? Yes. Sun. No. Before you created this, what was there? All this knowledge was unmanifest in my sleep. It was there, yes. How can it otherwise produce? It was there. Was it there? Manifest? No. If it was manifest, I would be dreaming. was unmanifest. Oh, now manifest. Ah, you are the maker of the dream world. And what is the distance between you, the maker, and the dream world? In the dream world, you created the sun. What is the distance between you, who is seeing the sun? You created a body for yourself also. That's called avatar. And you saw the sun. And what is the distance between you and the sun? Only the sun is me. It's my thought. I pervade the sun. The sun is me. The space is me. The time is me. The mountain is me. The river is me. The cows are me. And everything, including this body, is me. What is that me? The knowledge me. The knowledgeable me. Correct? The knowledgeable me. The knowledgeable me is all. There is nothing but me. Wake up. Now wake up. I woke up. Idam sarvam is Ishvara. In Ishvara's creation, you are there. The only thing is, there in the dream you created those fellows, they will be telling different theologies. Each one will be telling this one and that one is another, and say there is Shunyam, there is Janika Vijnanam, and there is this, there is that, and all are confused until you make every one of them understand. It's all one knowledge that is there, you are there. You have to make them understand. You are Ishvara, manifesting with all these individuals. And there are big laws, etc. We will look into that. And therefore, what is there? One Ishvara. Same thing, the way. All that is there is Ishvara. This is in our culture. Therefore we can do Bhumi Puja. A dancer comes to the stage and does namaskar to the platform. Because she's going to pound the platform. And she says, don't, I'm going to, dance. Please pardon me. And also the stage itself as another manifestation of Ishvara. And therefore there is no way you can assimilate this culture unless you understand Idam Sarvam Ishvara. Idam Sarvam Ishvara. The assimilation would be all that is here, the physical order is Ishvara. The biological order is Ishvara. Knowledge. Physiological order is Ishvara. Psychological order is Ishvara. And therefore your anxiety, your insecurity, your fear, your jealousy, your hatred, your sadness, your depression, the whole thing is Ishvara's psychological order, includes unconscious, subconscious, conscious. All Ishvara. And then, when I'm saying all these Ishvara, somebody says, so, is it, do you object to what I say? No. I'm just getting rid of the fly. That's all. And so I have to, just now I saw that. So psychological order is Ishvara, which includes memories, etc. And the order that is involved in knowing the bread and butter of a human being, this is the very crux of a human being. This epistemological order, the order of knowledge, where you can say this is valid knowledge, this is not. That's what makes a human being a human being. That is also Ishvara. That implies memory is also, senses are involved, everything. Thinking is involved, reasoning is involved, facts are involved, ignorance is involved, and its capacity to run away in the wake of knowledge, that is also involved. That's all Ishvara. Therefore, when you do like this, it is again within Ishvara's order. I am given the freedom, the free will to clap or not to clap. Do namaste to you. But then, when I clap, sound will come. Why? It is Ishvara's order, Ishvara's law. That is, when you say Ishvara's law, you present Ishvara as the maker. The second line is that law itself is Ishvara. There is no separation from that law. Ishvara doesn't stand apart from that law. Therefore, I can say, you are a karma hetu. You are the author of your karma. Ishvara is karma phala hetu. Ma karma phala hetu bhu, ma bhu. Karma phala hetu. Don't arrogate yourself that you are the author of the result of action. Then only you have a failure. I'm a failure. Oh, I never make it. It's always a problem. And all regret, disappointment, all that you are not. You are just carrying, like that woman who was carrying. She was traveling in a train. She was carrying a big basket of vegetables. And she was standing there in the train. It's all empty. Early morning. And I asked her, hey, why are you carrying this on your head? Keep it down. She says, I don't want to load the train. Understand? Karma phala hetu, karma phala data is Ishvara. Makes a lot of difference. What difference? Ishtadishto bhapatishu nityam samachittatvam. Your response to both ishtam and anishtam, what you like and what you don't like. In the wake of what you like a situation, whether it is the result of your planned activity or it is akasmat, without your planning a situation unpleasant. Like an accident, it is not a planned activity. Or something you inherited suddenly from an unknown uncle who was elsewhere, living in some place, North America, and then the attorney, the executor of the will calls you and says, you have an inheritance of $1 million. What? Inherited from whom? From her uncle. Which uncle? Tells a name. He has heard about. Oh, who was in America? Yes. He has left behind this much money for you. Akasmat. Very pleasant. So pleasant. It doesn't happen every day. It doesn't happen in all one's lifetime. For this fellow it happened, correct? Whether it is pleasant or unpleasant. There is a certain disposition, certain attitude. What is that attitude? Described as samatvam. Ishtanishtopapatishu ishtasya anishtasya upapattihi. Upapatti means prapti. In the wake of something you like or something you don't like. Nityam samachittatvam. Your response to both of them is more or less the same. Cannot be the same. More or less the same. One is pleasant and it is a beautiful thing. The other one is unpleasant. So what can you do? So how will you take it? An advice is just to see the difference. This, I don't know how I can ever convey what I mean. I'm not able to convey this. But without this conveying this, nobody understands what I'm talking about. Look at this. If I say, you must maintain the sameness of mind to what is pleasant and what is unpleasant. This is an advice. A tall order. That's a tall order. That doesn't work. That only creates guilt. That makes you more complicated. I don't say that. This is possible because of your understanding of Ishvara. Because every situation implies the total. There are others involved. There are prayers involved. My own prayers involved. There are also actions. My own past karma is involved. Others' past karma is involved. Their punya is involved. Their papa is involved. My papa, my punya, all these, my fathers, my mothers, my friends, all of them are involved. We are one string of a bunch of noodles. You never get one single noodle. You'll always. Correct? It's one whole thing is connected. That's why Ishvara is so important. Because you can't think of all that. But Ishvara, one, if you understand, you have covered everything. Therefore, you have to bring in Ishvara here. The background knowledge. Because he is the karma palahit. That recognition, acknowledgement of the reality that all that is here is Ishvara. It is given to me. It is again given. It's given to me to make a choice in terms of what I want, what I do. But then the result, I've got the liberty to choose an end. Without choosing an end, a result, I cannot do anything. I do it because I want it. But will I get it? Anybody's guess. Will I get it? I may get it. I may get it as true as I expected. Or I may get it more than what I expected. Correct? I may get it more than what I expected. I give a stock example. I want to cross the road. The person this side of the road he is standing. He wants to cross the road and catch the bus. looks this side and that side. He gets a clearance. He runs to the other end. And then he got the bus. Went away. So he got what he expected. He crossed the bus, but the bus left. This is called missing the bus. Everybody's experience. Missing the bus. Then he crossed the road, and his friend who bought the other day a new car, a Maruti, his first car. And he stopped this Maruti. Where are you going? Because he got a new car, he has to tell him. And where are you going? I'm going to my house. Okay, can I give you a ride? Get in. Wow. This is more than what you expected. Correct? More than what you expected, you got dropped at the doorsteps of your home. Wonderful. Okay? There is always, after having exhausted all the three, there is always one more. You have to see whether there is one more. One more. You know, suppose you had a bunch of toffees, candies in your pocket. They have been taking. Then you know it's all over. But still you have got inside. You've got a suspicion. Maybe there is one more. You just check. And then you find one. And that is the last one. Okay? You always search and you find one. Correct? Look at this. So this, you find one. That is the last one. So too. Here also three are over. More than what you expected, less than what you expected, or equal to what you expected. Perfect. Over. Not over. Not over. Yamaha is over on you because this fellow was crossing the road. You are crossing the road. He looked this side, he looked that side. Everything was okay. He just walked down below. His banana peel, and he stepped on it. Fell down, flat. Then Yamaha, you know? Yamaha, the Yamaha means Lord Death. Yamaha, motorcycle, Yamaha. Goes on him. And this side also, Yamaraja Duta. So all these pillows on him. Now, he went unconscious. Then woke up after 5 days. He woke up. Thank God he was able to look at people. Who am I? The Trivandrum question. Question, fundamental question. Who am I? Why I am here? What for I am here? Ah, great questions. This is the fourth. All these are karma phala. Understand? It's all karma phala. It can involve so many things, abuse of free will, somebody's free will, our own free will. There are different types of karma phalas, caused by varieties of factors over which you have no control. There are many variables, hidden variables. Sometimes the cricketer hit the ball, he is driving extra cover. Where is extra cover? He is driving to the extra cover and the ball catches the edge and then goes fine line and then behind little and then and gets a boundary. Think of it. It can be a catch or a boundary. So he tried that boundary, he got this boundary. Not bad. This is called good luck. Today's luck is working for me. Then if he's a good bat, he can score a century. This is my day. And a bad day, any small thing, suspicion of a nick, that's it, you get out. And there will be standing Buckner on that day. God. Therefore, what I say, something is always working. That's why every sports person always is very, very prayerful. Because the person knows it's not enough, talent is not. You watch all these people who are doing high jump, long jump, anything, any sports person. Always they have to play their own way, whatever that is there, they have to pray and then do. See, because you may have talent, you have worked for it, you have acquired it, you have owned it, but still that plus has to be there, which makes the difference. To be in that zone. That's what. Therefore, every karma phala is shaped by the laws which are Ishvara. And therefore it comes from Ishvara. Without that Ishvara, there is no question of karma phala. So it comes from Ishvara. Then we have in our culture a certain built-in attitude to receive what comes from Ishvara. If your friend gives you laddu means calories, big shot put ball. Calories. And he gives you laddu. He says asli means calories. He gives you this laddu. And the fellow likes this laddu. But he protests, no, I don't want laddu. Because he has a diabetes. Then he says, this is from Tirupati Balaji. Note everything. In the beginning, he rejected it because it is calories. Then he came to know that it is from Ishvara, Venkateshwara. When it is coming from Venkateshwara, I don't look at it as non-calories. I look at it as calories. plus something. That plus is invisible. It doesn't stick to the laddu. It is invisible. It comes from your heart. It comes from your eyes. What? The way you look at it. Now it becomes, these Indians know, they are fortunate, they have grown up in that culture, therefore they know that it is prasadam. Understand? It is prasadam. Prasadam is not a particular substance. It is the way you look at it. That way you look at it is from the knowledge that it comes from Ishvara. It is this knowledge I am talking about. The knowledge of Ishvara as the one karma pala hetu. That means every karma pala comes from Ishvara. And it is prasada. In prasada you never reject. Prasada is always received. How do you dispose of the prasada is different. You may not take the entire laddu because you are not qualified for it. But grace is not calories. Grace can be just non-caloric ashes. It can be water. It can be a tulsi leaf. It can be a fruit. It can be a sugar crystal. It can be your child. I say, that is prasad. That is why there are a lot of people who are called a prasad. Every child is a prasad. You yourself was a prasad to your parents and to the society. Your body was a prasad. It was a prasad. It's given. Even to you it is prasad. It continues to work for you. It's given to you. Swamiji doesn't anymore work because you have worked it too much. Therefore, it's okay. It's like an old ambassador car. And therefore, put some spare parts somehow manage. But it doesn't get up. Yeah, that's how it is. Therefore, before sit, you see whether you are sitting in a place where you can get up, from where you can get up. So plan the sitting. Plan. All planned. So along with the age, you should gracefully grow to accept the reality and then plan it as though it has been, you have been doing it for a long time. Prasad. It is a prasad. And therefore, if you understand, the whole life becomes one of prasad. Because life is activity. These activities are meant to produce results. There is no result, not oriented, unoriented activity. Result-oriented activity is activity. Swamiji, what about this just walking? And there is result-oriented. Why? Because you want to keep your limbs, moving. Then I'm not walking as an exercise. Then why do you walk? Just enjoy the cool breeze. That is the result. That is the result. That is the result. So I get bored sitting. All right. That is the result. To get out of boredom, you are walking. That is the result. Sometimes I talk to myself. What is the result? Okay. That is the release of the pressure. That is the release of the pressure. And you are very careful also. When people are there around, you don't talk to yourself. You talk to them. And when they're not there, you talk to yourself. Why? There's a pressure to talk. And that is why you look for a victim. Okay? The pressure, there is always a result. All activities are result-oriented. If somebody tells, so without expecting result, perform action, ask him to do it. Do you expect me to believe you, to accept you? Yes. That's result-oriented. Find out somebody else. No, you should not find out anybody else. You just think it over. Send him back. Understand? Therefore, nityam samachittatvam Ishtanishtopapatishu. Swamiji, you are bringing Ishvara from nowhere. It is not said in the Gita. Come on. Mayi ananya yogena avyavicharini bhakti. Swamiji, from where did it come? Mayi cha ananya yogena bhakti ravyavicharini. Now you know it is from Gita. We will look into it. Om Purnamada Purnamada Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamedavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om.
Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami. Bharata Desha Hitaya Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam Tum Kuru Sevam.